Howdy folks, I figured I would show you my Yaesu FTM-400XDR install into my Ford F-250, 2020 Ford F-250 here. And you can see this is the XL model. It doesn't have like all the bells and whistles, but it's still the F-250 gas model. You can see I installed the radial body. There was an empty bay right here, and there was like a mat in there, and I pulled the mat out and I sawed the back of the bay off, and I mounted the radial base or the radial body inside of there. I don't know if you can see that very well. Let me get a flashlight here. See, you can see it mounted in there a little better now. I mounted it in there, which is cool because the only wire that's coming off of it now is the microphone wire here. See, that's just the only one wire hanging off my radio, and the microphone wire. All the rest of the wires are hidden and out of the way. The power wires, the antenna wires, and the interface wire there. So the interface wire goes behind my temperature controls and my radio, and it gets wound up in here underneath my my little storage bay right here. It's wound up in here, and the wire goes under here, and I filed a little tiny groove right there on the gauge bezel, and so it comes out, the wire comes out to the display right here. And then I drilled some screw holes in the display mount, so this thing can't go anywhere. It's very solid, it's not going anywhere. And as you can see, it will indeed power on. And it's actually a really great little radio for a first radio. I've got a few memories programmed in there, not too many, but I'm working on it. A few. There's like a busy local repeater and 2-meter call and 70-centimeter call. And but anyway, so also I have my that's where the display is routed, and that's where the main body is routed. I'm going to turn it off so I don't drain my battery. And then also I have my antenna wires coming off the back of the radio. You can see I still have some of the parts removed because I ordered some clips to replace the clips that go in here on these parts, because some of them break when you pull the pieces apart. So I ordered some new clips. But the antenna wire comes out the back of the radio body, and it goes under some of the heating stuff in here, and it goes up behind all this, up into this pillar, which I removed the screws in here and pulled the pillar out, and it goes, the wire is fed up to here, over into here, and I pulled my light out, and I put the NMO antenna. I drilled the 3/4 inch hole for the NMO antenna, and I have my little antenna on the roof. The only thing that I managed to, there's another cover here, and I have the cover inside, but there's little clips to hold the cover on, and I busted those little clips off. But Ford just called me today telling me, hey, you can come pick up your clips that you ordered as replacements. And also the other day I accidentally broke the rear view mirror, so I have that's an unrelated incident, so I have a rear view mirror and new clips coming for the little pieces of plastic that didn't make it without getting broken off, as I had to pull them off to mount the antennas and everything. But that is my FTM-400XDR install in my Ford F-250, and man, it is clean. I just got, the only cable that's there is my microphone cable, and you can see it boots up nicely, and my truck's running. Ooh, it's warm in here. I gotta turn the AC on. See the little red light in the keypad. But yep, that's my FTM-400XDR. My truck's kind of dirty. I just got home from vacation and I gotta wash it. I actually just tested the radio out in the middle of the Tillamook State Forest and I was making contacts no problem when I was like 20 miles, 30 miles outside of cell phone reception. So pretty cool stuff. That's exactly what I wanted to buy it for. It also has got like this little GPS features and compass features and things like that. I haven't really figured all that out yet. It's got more features than I could ever use, which is cool because I spend a lot of time in my truck, so I'll be sitting here messing with it. I'm sure eventually, one day in the not so distant future. So I'm gonna take off. I gotta go do some things. I figured I would just let you guys see my new radio mounted in my truck, where I mounted it. See, when I'm also, I wanted to say, when I'm sitting up here, my head is like right here, you know. When I'm sitting up here, this radio is about as high as the front of the hood, so it's not like it's in my way sitting right there. And I can also, someone is doing some continuous wave there. They're announcing the net in 1 hour. I'm gonna come back and listen to that, but I'll probably check in. But yeah, there's my Yaesu. You just seen it work on radio, and my view is not obstructed, and I can see all my gauges, and I can get to my radio and see my gauges and everything down there, so it's not in the way. I didn't want to put it here because I'd be drilling into my stereo mount, and I don't know, I just figured I'd put it right there. So I don't think I'm gonna go high frequency mobile, so I'm pretty happy with this purchase. It's about as nice of a UHF VHF radio as you could possibly get. I even got the scope and things. Obviously no one's chatting right there right now, but I've found some stations, repeaters with the scope, and dial them in the middle of nowhere the other night, so I'm definitely satisfied and happy with my radio. But hopefully I didn't mess up the audio on this, and I'll talk to you guys later. KJ7WZT over and out.